Most of my reviews can be sorted into two categories. Either I fall over myself trying to tell you how good something is, or you spend 3 minutes of your life listening to a grown man whine on about TV in an occasionally entitled and always sexy way. Both of these types come from vocalising an opinion about something that has taken up some of my time, but in the case of Master of None, I find myself vocalising a noise similar to the opening static. It's fine. Not trouser tighteningly good, not trouser burningly bad. It's funny, but not really funny. If it was a colour, it would be beige. Decent for painting walls, but probably not so good for a party. What the fuck am I talking about? Aziz Ansari is a single actor working in New York, but unlike all other sitcoms set in New York, it isn't about how poor or rich he is. Instead, it innovates by making the entire show about his relationship status. Wow, slow the fuck down, your innovation might set off a speed camera. But a one-man-led sitcom set in New York is reminiscent of the marvellous Louis, also written by a stand-up. And Master of None definitely feels written by a stand-up, with his own personal take on big life events. So a sitcom comparable to Louis, why am I not pounding off over the chance to tell you how good it is? Interesting use of the English language there. Well, for one thing, because Aziz Ansari isn't such a curmudgeon and actually walks around as if he enjoys life, taking out some of the darker elements of Louis and leaving us with something that I can accept is perhaps not to my taste. Which is a shame because it shows potential in the writing, in a show that isn't my kind of thing, and I'm laughing. Not as often as I'd like for a sitcom, but still. It's certainly at its strongest when it tackles big issues of life. That thing with the taco didn't really go anywhere, but who can blame them for doing that episode? After all, there are literally only 9 big things, and the 10th most important thing in life is tacos. The series is certainly better than the description led me to believe, but then again I think that's an extension of me being more cynical. Take my own personal feelings out of this. Even though this is a review I'm writing and that's the whole point, alright imaginary other voice that I'm pretending is talking in order to help this particular dialogue bit work, I think the secondary characters are a bit one-dimensional. Not quite Brooklyn Nine-Nine level, but certainly poorly thought through in some cases. They exist purely to solve some of Ansari's problems, and although the show addresses this at one point with one little joke, the characters could have been replaced with cardboard cutouts with a single adjective written on them. So overall, a big unhelpful meh from me. Enjoyable but unremarkable and overall forgettable. But maybe happy people who seem to enjoy themselves, presumably out of some kind of blatant ignorance, will find it enjoyable. Well, enjoy this while you can, all you strange people who I hate and am jealous of.